We all have these moments that are seared into our brains. For me, 9/11 is one of them, and people of my generation, it is so in there. On 9/11, I was working at a high school that was predominantly filled with military kids in the DC area, West Springfield High School. And a lot of the kids that are military kids, they move around a lot. They have to go to the bases and then they come back to the States. And so a lot of my kids were from like Okinawa or Germany or, whatever place they had been before. 9/11 happened, and these kids who are new to the school, because, your school's just started in September. I had to go find them and tell them that there was a parent on the way that was going to take them to Arlington Hospital, because Arlington is where they took all of the people that got injured when the plane flew into the Pentagon. And it was just an incredibly emotional experience because I was supposed to be the strong one and I was really struggling. I also had a 1-year-old, and I would go into my office and I'd cry. Then I go find the kid and I worked really hard to keep that face on until the parent showed up, and then the kid would leave, and then I would cry again. And all I wanted to do is I wanted to find my daughter and hold her. That's all I wanted to do. And I knew she was safe. My brain knew she was safe where she was. But I think with any parent, it's that's your first instinct, right? It's your primal instinct. Find your child. My husband, he was at a different school and he was closer in proximity to the Pentagon, so he could see the smoke coming up from it. So then big emotions, right? Big emotions. So what we did as a country at that time is we then went and we bombed Iraq. We got bombed by the Taliban from Afghanistan, but the emotions were so high and the intelligence was not good that we went and we bombed Iraq. Now, I do think that was directly tied to some daddy issues of the current sitting president, but it ended up costing us a lot of money and a lot of manpower. A lot of folks died in that war. But we had to have a container to put those emotions in, and that seemed like, a way to do it. There had to be a reaction. Charlie Kirk, a father of 2 very young kids, he has been shot. We don't know the motivation. The speculation is that it was political, because we've had so much political violence lately. We had a Democratic state senator or state congresswoman killed, her husband killed, her dog killed. We've had shots, assassination attempt on the president. We're not a country that has ever been without political violence. It's been, we lost a couple presidents to assassinations. We've had a lot of assassination attempts. And even in the Civil War, there was congressional people that killed each other on the congressional floor. So we're not immune to political violence, but the upshot is we need a place to put our feelings. I was looking on social media and people are angry, they're outraged, there's so much hatred, there's just so much vitriol, and it's coalescing, it has to go somewhere. And so I'm going to ask you, because you're part of this collective energy, I'm going to ask you to connect with the most peaceful place that you can be. This week I had the song Peace Like a River in my soul. It's been going through my mind, and I can almost feel the need to pour peace out, because that's what we need right now. We don't know a lot of things that are going on. There's so much rancor. But we're also part of the rancor. So if we can pull back and understand that we are what we say and what we do contributes to the overall energy of the collective, then we have gained power. We want to be deliberate about it. And that is really where our power lies. And we also want to pay attention to facts. Facts, very important. If we had had real facts, we would not have invaded Iraq the way we did. And those young people's lives would still be probably alive, and we wouldn't have spent a lot of money we didn't need to spend. And I don't know what's going to happen with all the big emotions that are going around with Charlie Kirk, but I just ask you, don't bear false witness. So don't say anything unless you know it to be true. Do not lie. That's basically what that means. And find peace within yourself. So to you, I'm of Presbyterian background. I know Catholics have their own way of doing it. But in the Presbyterian church, we say, peace be with you. And I think it's the Catholics that say, peace of Christ be with you. I might have that wrong. But that's what I'm going to say to you. I'm going to say, peace be with you, my friend. And I ask that you just do your best to spread peace, because that's really, really what we need right now. And that is your coaching and counseling. I mean, I am a trained counselor. That's your tip for today.